Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be talking about transfer news at Stirling Albion so far. Now we're only on, at the time of recording, the first day of June, and oh my goodness, a lot has happened already at Stirling. Lots of transfers have happened, and it's really exciting, some of them. So let's get straight into this, because this is going to be cool. So grab your sweets, grab your popcorn, and let's get straight into this. So we'll start about people who's left now. So let's start people who was on loan last season, who has now left back to their clubs, I guess you could say. So we've got Jack Harkness who's left. He was on loan from Rangers B. And I don't know where he's actually going to go to next. I think he's actually leaving now. I don't really know, but he came from Rangers B. Can't remember what position he played in, but he was a really good player. He scored a few goals. He was good. Disappointed that he's leaving, but hopefully he does well in his future. And I wish him all the best from where he is. And hopefully he has a bright future, because he was a very promising player at Stirling. So yeah. And just before we move on, just ignore the state of my face. I've got a scratch here, I don't know how that got there. But I've not been doing much this weekend, so that's why. But we'll move on. So we've got Ricky Waugh's leaving. I don't mind that, honestly. I quite liked Ricky Waugh. He's only a young player. Again, I think he'll be a good player one day. I don't mind that too much. I think he's going back to Queen's Park. I'm not too sure. Maybe he's going somewhere else now. But he was alright. I think he was a good midfield player. Our midfield was very weak last season, so I guess you could say last season now. I think we can, because we already are talking about next season mainly a bit more now. So yeah, don't mind that, but obviously it's sad to see any player go. We've got Leighton Grant, who's leaving. I am gutted. Yes, I know he was on loan and we knew he would leave at the end of the season, but what a player he was by the time he was at Stirling. He was a really good defender, and he's very good. He came from the Rangers B team. I believe he's going back there. If not, I think he's going somewhere else. I was looking all this up to see where they came from, so I fact-proof things before this video. I put a question mark there just because I'm not actually too sure where he's going, but he came from Rangers B and he's been very good at Stirling. He was a really good defender. When someone tried to hit him, they just fell to the ground. He was really, really good and a really good player, so it's sad to see him go. And our final player who's left, who was on loan, Scott Constable. He's a young lad who came from Dundee United and is going back to Dundee United, and he was so good. He was a really good player. Like, he saved a lot of shots. Well, not saved, but he put it out. He did really, really well, and he's a really good defender. And it's sad to see him go. He's a very young lad as well. But he's going back to the Tangerines, Dundee United, and I wish him all the best there. Because he was really good at his time at Stirling Albion, and I'm really proud of him, and he should be proud of himself as well, because he's very young, so, like a lot of our team. So, yeah. So, we're moving on now to players who have left, who are, I think they're still on contract, I don't know. Maybe their contract's up, but they weren't on loan. Starting off with James Graham now. I'll be a bit gutted about that, but when I tell you about the player who came from the same club he went to, Kelty Hearts, he went to Kelty Hearts, James Graham, and the player we got in return from Kelty Hearts, it's like we just got candy off of a baby. Now, it's disappointing to see James Graham go. I'm sure you all know the player who came from Kelty, but yeah. So James Graham leaves, really disappointing. He was quite good at scoring goals. He was really good. He was a really good player, and I think he's midfield, attacking midfield. I'm not too sure what position he plays on, but anyway, he was a really good player, and it's sad to see him go, but I wish him all the best at Kelty Hearts. he was really good. He scored a few goals. So yeah, it's sad to see anyone go, as I said earlier. But James Graham, now at Kelly Hearts. Yeah, he's a good player at Stirling, but now he's left, so yeah, I've just got to deal with that. Now, this is one I was very, I guess, shocked about. I'm quite surprised, but at the same time, I'm not really that surprised that he's left. But our goalkeeper's left, Derek Gaston. When I saw that, I was just like shocked, because I thought he had a couple more years in him. He's only been at Stirling for 1 season, and what a keeper he was. He was a really good shot stopper. He used the ball at his feet, but he was really good at saving penalties. He was really good at saving free kick. Well, I wouldn't say free kicks, but he just watches the ball go, and that's the down bit of him. So yeah, he let in a few silly goals, but some of the saves he's made and are just absolutely incredible. And he kept us in some games. He made us won some games. For an example, East Fife, I think it was like 85 to onwards. East Fife were giving everything at us, and Derek Gaston saved all of them, and we won the game. So it's sad to see him go. We've not got a new keeper yet, but he's away. I don't know. He came from Arbroath originally before he came to Stirling, but I don't know where he's going next, so only time will tell. Maybe he's retiring, but I looked on his Twitter and he's not posted anything about that yet, so don't know where he's going, but it's sad to see him go. He's a really promising keeper. He is getting quite old, to be fair, but he was really good. He was a really, really good keeper. I can't speak. Keeper, and yeah, it's sad to see him go, so we were disappointed, but look, hopefully we'll get a new keeper. I've heard rumours about Blair Curry coming back from, he went to Cumnock Juniors, apparently he's not had a great season there, but he was at Stirling the season we got relegated, and he is quite good as well, but again, some silly goals we let in. For an example, that Alloa won the first goal at home. We'll not talk about that game. I think we forgot about the game now. That's well done and dusted. So yeah, but now, players who have signed new contracts for Stirling. First of all, got a midfielder, Mackenzie Cars, who's signed a new contract for Stirling. He was a good player. Yeah, quite good player. A young lad. Midfield. I'm quite happy that he's staying. I think he's definitely got a few more years with Stirling before he goes completely. But nice to see him signing a contract. It's good to see. And Mackenzie Cars is really good. Well, he's alright. I wouldn't say he's brilliant, but as I said, he's quite young. I don't want to say anything rude about these players because they're just learning. Mackenzie Cars is young. And I think as he gets older and gets more experience, he'll get better. And same with Harry Wright, who's also signed a new contract for Stirling. He's been up and down this season, mainly on the bench, I think. But then when we had those injuries, just fixing the camera. When we had those injuries, he played a lot, and he's some funny lad. Young lad, funny, and I'm happy he's staying. I think he's good. Maybe not with football, but the same story with Mackenzie Card. I think once he gets a few more years of experience, he'll be really promising and really good. So it's good that the young players are here to develop a little bit more. So that's always good to see. So yeah, Harry Wright, when we did that interview, should have seen the behind the scenes. That was just too good. But yeah, I might need to do a video of interview bloopers, so let me know if you want to see that, because we've had quite a lot of them. I've just not showed you them or talked about them on YouTube. But yeah, 2 players have signed a new contract so far. So yeah, a few more actually, I think. Dale Carrick, I think he signed a new contract. I need to fact check that, so I'll be a wee second. Right guys, I've just looked on the website and there's a lot more, so I've missed a lot, but I'll read exactly what they've said to you. So yeah, so some of the stuff has gone out the window, but I've said a few. So, this was right at the start, like as soon as the season finished, but Yeah, so the following players are under contract for season 2025-26, which is next season. Ryan Shanley, Dale Carrick, Adam Brown, Callum Crane, Robbie McNabb, Aaron Weir, Cooper Knox, and Cameron McKinley, who left to East Kilbride. I think he's coming back now, which will be good. So I hope Dale Carrick stays. I think Shanley will stay. Adam Brown will stay. I really hope so. He spent a lot of the last quarter of the season injured, so that was a wee shame, but hopefully he's a really good winger. But I think they have signed contracts, Dale and Aaron Brown, that's what I've heard, but not too sure. So we can confirm at the time of release that the following players are currently considering verbal offers. Derek Gaston rejected his contract offer and will be moving on, I've already said that. Ross McGeechy, Dale Hilson, Josh Kerr and Sam Denham, who got injured at Hamilton in the Premier Sports Cup. And I can't remember what it was, but he was injured all last season, so if he's back, that would be really, really good. So, next ones. We can also confirm that verbal offers have been accepted by Harley Yoon and James Graham, although James Graham is leaving now to Kelly. I think Kelly must have offered him something. But as I said, this was at the start. So we can confirm the following players that will depart the club at the end of their contracts. Eric Sula, Ewan Devaney, Ali Roy, Lewis Mill, who spent a lot of last season injured as well, and Ross Davidson. And then next one, and the final one is we can confirm our 4 loanees. I've already said that, so I don't need to repeat that. But, yes, so that's all the news so far. But now, let's talk about who Stirling has signed so far. We have signed 3 players. First of all, from Kelly Hearts. James Graham left, a little bit disappointing. But then, what I saw afterwards, what Kelly gave us in return, as I said, no offence to James Graham, because I think he's really good, but we just stole candy off of a baby. So, we got Ross Cunningham. I think that's how you pronounce it. The top scorer in League One. I think they were joint scores last season, Ross Cunningham and someone else. But he's a midfielder from Kelly Hearts. Very good signing, by the way. My favourite one so far. He'll make a massive impact on the team, hopefully. He's a strong midfielder, that's what we need, and he knows how to score goals, so that's something else we also need. Now, and we've also signed another good player, although I've heard people say that he's quite bad, but I don't know. But we've signed Russell McLean from Forfar. Now, I think that he's Forfar's top scorer as well. I think he's a striker. So I'm hoping he can make an impact on the team. He didn't score too much last season, but too much goals, 6 in the league. I know he definitely scored 3 in the cup. He scored a hat-trick against us in the Scottish Cup. And the other player we've signed, who was just signed, well, it's been announced today at the time of recording, 1st of June, is, what's his name again? Stuart Murdoch. I don't know. But he is a defender from East Fife who's joined Stirling Albion. So yeah, I forgot to say about Russell McLean. He's there for 2 years. He signed a 2-year deal, so that'd be good. But anyway, moving on to this defender. I don't know much about him, but he came from East Fife, and East Fife is a very, very clerical team. So hopefully he can make an impact to the defensive, because I think midfield and defensive is our weakest bit right now. So I think hopefully he can make an impact on the team. I think we've got enough goal scorers now. So yeah, and that is it. So that's all the transfer news so far. I'll make one mid-June, end of June. I can't speak today. Depends how many transfers have been made. And yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on my TikTok. I put videos up on who we've signed, and yeah, just random videos and TikToks. Nothing else to film now because the season's done. It's a bit. But the good thing is I'm going on holiday next week to Seaton Sands, in case if you're wondering. So I'm looking forward to that. I might put a few pictures up on my social media, but Different to football, but that'll be good. I'm looking forward to my holiday next week. So, yeah. So yes, guys, thank you for watching. One last thing I'm going to say is who we could maybe sign next and how I feel about these transfers. Feel good. Some of them I'm a bit disappointed have left. Some of them I'm happy. Like, some of the players who've signed the contracts are good, and the players we've signed is just absolutely outstanding so far. But I think what we need is to just complete a really good team. And a few, well, maybe not, just a couple more midfielders and defenders. That's what we need. And I think Alan's listening to me, because that's what I said. We need to get experienced players, and I feel like midfield defensive. And he's listened to me, I think. So, thanks, Alan. You've definitely been watching my videos, I think. So, if you're watching this, I'm not forcing you, but I personally like a few more midfielders and defenders for the team, just so we've got a good defence as well. So, as well as scoring goals, we can also not let in goals. That's the problem. That's what we need. But yes, guys, thank you for watching this. I'll catch you in the next one. Don't know when my next video will be, but I might upload some YouTube shorts as well. So, yes, guys, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace, guys. Mind the beaners.